Greetings and salutations, welcome back to our Let's Play of EU4 with RedBstrd as Taungu. Where we last left our nation, we had beaten up on some of our rivals, humiliated them, which is really important, I'm suggesting, for trying to get a golden era and getting the 3 age bonuses that we want. And now we're invading another nation. Political capital. We could get legitimacy and make our nobility like us more, or we can get stability and make our monastic orders like us more. We go for stability, because we are gaining legitimacy already, naturally. Support them. And we're going to give something to them really soon as well. Okay, so Manipur's army is getting wiped out. We shouldn't have much to fear from them. And they seem too preoccupied to be doing much, which is good for us. Okay, get 50 Diplo power, that is wonderful. Next month we should be able to core this. They moved over here, which is really useful. And of course we're going to give that to our monastic orders to bring down the unrest just a touch, and for provinces that are owned by your monastic orders, while their loyalty is at 60 or above, we do actually get, in that province alone, plus 2% missionary strength. So that'll help us in that province. Okay, the good thing about their army being here is that they're about to surrender, and their army will turn into rebels. Rebels that will fight wherever they are. The king is greedy. So if we didn't already have the achievement for being a greedy person that takes all of a nation's ducats in a peace deal, we could easily get it right here. I already have that one. And now I can make a new state in here. So we could put in an edict, but they're the right religion. We could bring down autonomy. Why don't we do that for now? This feudal de jure law would be really good, but we don't have stuff unlocked. And that's not one of our top priorities anyway, so we lose money or lose income. It's 10 years, that's probably going to be more than 15 ducats. We'll just lose the ducats. We have them at the moment. Okay, no longer need spy power here, so that's the guy we'll pull back. That's Senwi. Strange that they think they have some say in this. Probably because their army is still intact. We're going to move to the jungle here, in case they try moving back. Reality is going to sink in very quickly. And now we have that province converted. So no need to pay this maintenance as soon as we're able, which looks like July 5th. We will pull that guy back. Now their enthusiasm dropped low, so we can take them out. No risk of a coalition. I can state that up. Or record up. And we need a new rifle. I'm going to pick Bengal. Because I want to get alliances with our enemies. Specifically, probably Jampur. These guys are moving south. I don't know what to expect from them. They stop there. We will attack them. It's jungle. Okay, do we get unrest? I don't want unrest. Over here. So we're going to show gentleness and lose a little bit of money from this province. Pretty high autonomy anyway, so that we're not losing much value out of it. And let's try to save some cash. Try to save some cash, but not paying for that either. And then let's work on our allies. So we've got one on allies, one on outraged, and one preparing for our next war. That alliance broke, so we should probably actually be planning out both of those wars. Actually, this guy isn't outraged. I don't think. I think he was just sent there manually. Okay, we have a free advisor slot. We're not making much money. Guess we'll do it because we're anticipating this fight and we do want military points. Okay, it's past July, so we can turn this one off. What's the autonomy? Yeah, let's try to bring that down a little bit. And once this gets to 80, we will start paying our troops, and we should keep an eye on our force limit. We can get another unit, so let's get some infantry. Renaissance has spawned. We don't care specifically where it is. Only have to give Ming one Diplo. That's great. Okay, we definitely want to gain Karma, because we are only getting one of our bonuses. I think it's about time to start paying our troops. Said that we should do it at 80, but 70 is close enough. Yeah, we have... Oh, we already have a claim there. So we'll just keep accumulating some spy power that will hopefully be useful in our siege. We might want to attack Kachar first, because I don't want them being conquered, and I don't want them getting stronger. And let's see what we could expect. 12k. Ugh. That could be harmful. Let's go over temporarily. I want to use mercs because they're way more expensive. I also don't want to run down our manpower. But these time runs are often about making painful choices. Really don't want to run him through there, because he could die. We'll use him, yeah. We'll use him as backup. Okay, we get Naga Hills. Are you also Naga Hills? You are. Yeah, so we'll definitely get you stated up. We need to give some more stuff away to estates. This is 11 development. So I think I'm going to give that to our merchant guilds. Grant monopoly charters. Get the advisor. Just trying to get the influence above 50 so that we get more of a return. Get the cash. And then this one we're going to give to our nobility. Let's call for a diet. Get that. It's only 1800 manpower. Go ahead and get this tech before our tech cost goes up. And I'm going to start paying this, just because we're probably going to be preoccupied. 5 ducats. Now, the reason why I didn't leave these guys over here is because the behavior of rebels has changed recently. They won't necessarily stick to the stuff that's of their right culture. Okay, we're 2 units over, so let's consolidate these guys down. And I don't really feel like paying... Yeah, we'll just get rid of that unit. I like paying the fees for being over our force limit. At 50. Let's try to bring down that autonomy. Sidium announces his arrival. That works for me. Call this guy back. We're going to get caught here eventually, so let's wait till the first of the month. Their war, they have no allies. Stack wipe their army. We're going to work on outraged countries a little bit more. Okay, this is going fairly smoothly. We could start building up some spy power here, anticipating an attack on them. These two. I think I'll wait till this guy gets caught, and then send him. Could we afford to hand that off to our clergy? We could, so I'm going to do that. So that sped up the process and is keeping them little more manageable. Let's try to bring down our autonomy. I'm surprised this guy hasn't gotten caught. Okay, we no longer need him building up spy power there, so we're just going to annex. Take all their cash. Now this one is an East Bengal state, so we're definitely not going to state that up. And I actually don't want to fight a rebellion over it, so I'm just going to increase the autonomy in that single province. We're not going to be able to hand it out to an estate, we're not going to be able to put the lowered autonomy thing, we're not going to be able to put the edict for enforcing religious unity. So this one is going to be one of our least valuable provinces. And I noticed, clicking on them, that they only have a garrison of 600, so I'm not going to waste any time. We're just going to declare war and try to kill them off. Okay, we're not over our force limit, so we'll keep these beat-up units. We really don't need all of our troops over there soaking up attrition. Let's get these guys back to help suppress down rebels. We'll start building up a spy network here. Main one's a military point, and we will happily grant it. Let's get some admin power. I think we're in a position where we are going to switch to encourage development in our capital and start spending everything but our military points. Get this up. Alright, so I think things are going nicely for our target. We are constantly expanding, no coalitions, haven't lost any allies, 50 free admin. Moving right along. We do need to beat up a couple other people soon. We need these two provinces, and we need that province, and then we need these. And a bunch of stuff in Mongyang. They have no allies, so it might be a good decision to take them out next. No, we don't care about Ming. We're not going to join a coalition. Instead, we're going to prep for a war with Mongyang before they get an ally. So we can get another unit of troops. Let's just recruit it right here. Help suppress down rebels. I probably should have done this before I started developing our capital with all of our admin points, but probably not a huge difference in the long run. Free depot power? Sure. And we are running out of manpower rapidly. I'll this guy back, as we do want to keep working on those claims. Take that. Still no coalition. This is an estate. We'll switch this over to enforce religious unity because we control Kachar, which is Hindu. Let's go ahead and give that to our monastic orders. We don't have the points to court yet, so we're just going to instantly try converting it. And then we're going to work on outraged countries again. It could potentially help us avoid rebellions here if we do pay these troops. So I'm not going to try skimping on money. We'll pay them. Just waiting for a little bit more manpower, and we will hire another unit of troops. Yes, Ming, you may have your due. Speaking Ming, this is the wrong place for this guy to be. Embargo our rival. Who else? Lana, Ava. We got them rivaled. And let's send an insult here for a little bit of power projection. Get our claim here. And I'm going to start looking west for an ally, and I think Jampur is the one that we want. So we'll start working on that. We could state up East Bengal, but we don't want to do that. We have a limited number of states, and this isn't a good use of one of those spots. Okay, they still like us. We can get military tech. I'm going to do that before the cost goes up. Spend 27 points. We could always get that on the fly, so we're just going to keep developing here. And now that we've converted, we do want to save up the points for this. No longer need that. We can't change it quite yet. Okay, they're going to produce Tricorn Separatist. And we definitely want to gain Karma. Alright, I think things are going according to plan. Let's take a look at our time. We are 23 minutes, so we'll give it a few more minutes. And the last few times I tried this, I got pretty close. I was in a much worse starting position than this. There's still a lot that we need to be conquering. Okay, they're at military tech 4. They do have 10,000 troops, and they're paying their forts. Let's plan out this war. I do need to invest some of our hard-earned cash into the war effort, because we just don't have the manpower. Hey, everyone together up here. Let's wait till the end of the year. Pull this guy back. And we're going to try hitting them and wiping out their army right away. I don't know what they're trying to do up here. They moved on to mountains. That's a problem. Okay, let's see if they move. I don't want to stay here long because we're suffering attrition. I really want them to move down south or something, where we can hopefully hit them and wipe their army out. Do we have favors with you? No, not really. Okay, I don't like declaring war in February, because it's a short month. Okay, Senwi would not join because they've recently broke a promise. Let's attack. Let's go straight for their capital. Oh. I thought we had achieved that. Improve relations with Orissa. Send both of these guys down south. To occupy some land. We haven't made any progress here, so I'm going to move south and see if we can fight them over here. Okay, they're moving into the jungle. I'm going to kill that unit. So if we can arrive on the 26th, yeah, we'll arrive at the same time that they do in theory. Okay, killed him for free. Still building up spy power. I don't need the spy power here right now. I need to be improving relations with people. So we'll send them to our allies at the moment. Let's go down here, occupy some more of his stuff. And hopefully we can get his capital before he can get ours. Not really using any clever strategies here. No tricks of the trade at the moment. We're just moving troops around. Hopefully bait him south where he can't do much of utility. 10 karma? With the cost of 3 ducats? Yes. Now, one thing that could potentially be a problem, so we're running out of manpower here, where he's going to have equal, possibly more troops than us. And he can attack with terrain bonuses. He's realized that, so we're going to mark up a little, and actually even take a loan. Have to hope that we have better rolls and everything. That was a major victory for him, even though he lost battle, because now we don't have enough troops here to advance the siege. So we're going to need to mark up even further. Gain some karma. Need that discipline bonus. Let's get there so that we can continue working on that siege. We need to breach these walls. And let's keep an eye on our time. We're at 30 minutes, so let's stop here. Thank you for watching.